Hello and welcome. Welcome to Around the Town with Mark. I am Mark Whalen, your host, and we're always glad to have you tune in and visit with us. Well, believe it or not, the holidays are right around the corner. Yes, I said it, they're right around the corner. And we all know with the holidays comes lots of sparkling lights, all kinds of festive decorations, beautiful Christmas carols, Christmas trees, Santa Claus, of course, presents for good boys and girls of all ages. Well, what if you wrapped all of that stuff up and turned it into a parade? Well, that's been done, and it's coming up very soon, the Groton Holiday Lights Parade. My guest today is going to tell us all there is to know about that wonderful event. So allow me to introduce Kate Bradley with the Groton Parks and Recreation Department. Kate, welcome to Around the Town with Mark.
Thank you.
Well, we're wonderful to have you here today. Please tell us a little bit about yourself and your participation in this wonderful parade.
Yeah, well, I work for Groton Parks and Recreation, and we're supporters of the Groton Business Association, and one of the special events that we do every year is the Groton Holiday Lights Parade. So I'm actually involved in the planning committee for the parade. So all year long, we've been working on this. It's kind of our secondary event after the Fall Festival in October, which is a fundraiser for the parade. So it's kind of our chance to feature some local businesses and celebrate the holiday season.
And so the parade is sponsored actually by the Groton Business Association itself, is that correct?
Yep.
All right, and it's in its 18th year, is that correct?
Yes, yep, I know, believe it or not, yeah. Yep,
so,
it's a great tradition.
It's a wonderful tradition, so please tell us the date and the time that this parade starts.
Yep, it is Saturday, December 5th, and it is at 5 o'clock. So it starts, people start lining up around 4 o'clock before the road closes so that you can get in there, get a good spot to watch. The parade goes from South Road all the way down to the Groton Shopping Plaza and actually ends with a tree lighting, which is at the holiday tree right outside the Groton Post Office. So we encourage people to go find a good spot along the parade route. A lot of the businesses there open up, have things going on so that people can come out and enjoy it and then walk down for the tree lighting.
So that's a pretty long route. If it starts at South Road and goes all the way through downtown Groton on Route 1, right through where all the shopping centers are. And, so I'm sure there's plenty of parking for all the people that want to come and visit.
Yep. Downtown is really bustling at that time, so we encourage people to go out and also, visit those local businesses to give them a little bit of business that day. So.
But everyone should know that they really do need to be in place by about 4 o'clock because obviously the road shuts down.
Right. Yep. Yeah. So you don't want to miss out.
Yeah, don't want to miss out. No. And so tell us a little bit more about the details of the parade. I know that last year's parade, there's all kinds of good things. There's a grand marshal, and you've got all kinds of wonderful floats, and I think there's also a judging going on of these floats.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, the Grand Marshal is Captain Whitescarver from the Navy base, which is it's nice to have the Navy featured. Also with the Connecticut Submarine Sentry that was just wrapping up from last year, so we love having them involved.
Well, of course, they're such an important part of our community.
Definitely,
so we want, as we celebrate Christmas, we also want to celebrate those men and women who work so hard for us.
Yes, definitely. So we love that he's involved. Some of the floats include, the big ones are the fire departments all participate. So they light up their big trucks with Christmas lights and they look really fun. The kids love that. We also have some fife and drum bands, which are really fun watching them as they play up and down as they march.
Oh, they're right on screen. We've got a band. I think that's the Fish marching band.
Yeah, the Fish High School marching band is participating. Yep. And the fife and drum bands as well. And also a lot of local community businesses will put together a float or even just walk, with their employees or their families. So it's really like a nice small town community feel to it.
And do you have major sponsors that also participate with major floats and that type of thing?
Yep, actually one of the big ones is Groton Utilities. They always put together a nice float, which being the electric company.
Well, we've got another picture. There we go. Groton Utilities.
Yep. So see, they've got kind of the hookup with the
everybody
with the
waved to Santa Claus and with his reindeer and elves.
And they actually do the lighting of the tree too for us. So yeah, it's great to work with them.
Yeah. So we'll talk more about the parade itself, but as you mentioned, at the end of the parade, at the Groton Shopping Plaza, the green, there's that beautiful big tree, and that Santa Claus, I guess, lights that tree.
Yep. Santa Claus, of course, is the last float in the parade. So when you see Santa coming, you know that's the end. So you follow Santa, and then that'll bring you to the tree lighting celebration. Which while we're waiting for the parade to finish, people start trickling in, and we sing carols, and Steve, Elsie, and friends perform for the kids, which is really fun.
Wonderful.
Yeah. And then once Santa comes as the last float on the parade, then he's the one to actually light the tree.
And I believe that all the youngsters get to have their picture taken with Santa, of course, too.
Yep. And actually new this year, in the past we've had parents just take pictures themselves, but this year we're actually going to have a photographer there to take pictures of the kids with Santa. So that's exciting.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's kind of a nice feature that we were able to add this year.
That's terrific. So you're going to have music at the end. And of course you'll have some refreshments of some sort.
We have cookies and refreshments, and also the kids all get a little gift from Santa too. So.
Oh, that's sweet. And while we're speaking of gifts, I think what's really important, it's also a gift drive. And tell us a little bit more about how that happens and where those gifts go.
The Old Mystic Fire Department actually collects unwrapped gifts for children, any age children up to age 18, along the parade route and again at the end at the tree lighting. So people can bring gifts to donate, and that will be used to give to children in need in the community.
Okay, well, let's put out a call right now as we're talking to all our viewers out there. Please, we want you to go to this parade, but if you do, bring a small gift of any kind or a gift that unwrapped ages from birth to 18 that you can give to the community. It really will go for a great cause, and the holidays are all about giving. So please, if you come to the parade, don't leave home without a gift, because I think that's a wonderful thing.
It is, yeah.
It's the spirit of Christmas, and that's sort of what makes a parade and things like that just more fun.
Right, and it's about giving back for the community, and we know there's a lot of families in need this time of year. So
there certainly are.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that all throughout the parade itself, you have all the different, as you said, the fire departments are going to be there.
Yep.
And I assume some more military presence will be there.
They usually have a float, which is always fun. Last year they had a military boat that they had decorated with lights, which was really cool. So we'll have to see what they do this year.
Oh yeah, and there's judging going on. It's juried, if you will, the floats.
Yeah. There's a competition. It's, a friendly competition. But at the Chelsea Groton Bank, there's a judges viewing station. So all of the floats and the marchers, they walk by or drive by the judging viewing station. And there's different categories, and they'll pick who the winner is. So
wow,
there's a little bit of a competition there for people who want to do the most lights or make it the most exciting or whatever they can do. So we like to see them pull out all the stops.
Oh well, of course, that's what it's all about, and I'm sure it's a very difficult job for those judges to pick.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. But
I don't think I would either.
There's a lot of pressure.
Seeing the past year's parade, the people really do pull out all the stops.
They do a great job.
It's so much fun. It's just for all ages. It's just really terrific.
Yeah, definitely. It really gets you in the holiday spirit.
It does. It does. And is there a particular like a prize or recognition in the paper that goes along with the best float?
Yep. Yeah. There's a few categories that we give out prizes in, and they'll actually get a plaque that we'll give to them at a GBA meeting. So they get a little bit of recognition and bragging rights.
Certainly. And I imagine that award ceremony, does that take place in the green following the parade at the tree lighting
Actually,
ceremony?
they do it a little bit later because we actually get them a plaque with their name on it. So so it takes a little while to order that, but then we have a little special recognition for them later.
Oh, wonderful. That's terrific. So and I'm sure the crowds are always bulging, large.
Yeah. It's usually we have a great turnout as long as the weather's nice, which fingers crossed.
That leads my next question. Is it a rain or shine event? Or
we do have a rain date.
Okay.
So yeah, the first date is on Saturday, but we do have Sunday as a rain date.
Okay.
And we have to kind of play that by ear. Sometimes it's just a washout and it's easy to say, but if it's a little bit iffy, then it might still go on. So we'll definitely let people know on Facebook and on our website. So people know whether it's on or not. But hopefully it'll be nice and there won't be any question.
It's going to be a beautiful day.
Yes.
It's going to be mild.
Yes,
you
right?
still want
Sunny
to bundle
and
the
50.
kids up. Yeah, but it's going to be a beautiful day. Well, of course, at 5 o'clock, it won't be sunny anymore.
True, right.
But, so the people who actually participate with their floats and that type of thing, that must be quite an undertaking to get them all together and rally them and get all that coordinated. So tell us a little bit about that process and where that all takes place and what time does that start and by what time do they need to be there? So give us a little bit of info on that.
Yeah, it's quite a volunteer endeavor. We have a lot of volunteers that help out with that, which is great. And the driving floats, like the cars and the fire trucks, they all line up in a separate place off South Road, and then the marchers line up at the water treatment plant. So they kind of merge together as they start the parade, which it's kind of an art that we've figured out, and it works really well. But they line up a couple hours ahead of time, and they're actually, if they've registered to participate, which is free, anybody can do it for free. You'll get a packet of information before the parade that tells you your marching number and where to line up and what time and where to go and all of that. So we have it all laid out for people to make it as easy as possible.
Okay, so maybe a little bit of the hurry up and wait.
Oh yeah, there's a little bit of that.
You got to make sure you're there on time and you're ready to go, but then you got to wait till it actually starts.
Right, but we get everybody in the right order, and that way, that it's not all the fire trucks together. We have it all spaced out evenly to put on a good show.
Wonderful. And how long does this parade usually last?
Is
there sort of an average time frame?
It depends on how many participants we get.
Of course
and it's actually, we're still open for people to sign up until the 18th. November 18th is actually the deadline.
All right.
So people
Another note for everyone should make.
Yep. And like I said, it is free. So even smaller groups, Girl Scout troops or Boy Scouts, they can come and walk, carry a banner, whatever they want to do. So they can sign up for free and join us.
What a wonderful opportunity for then, because it's free and it's such a great exposure for a lot of community resources and groups, nonprofit groups and church groups and things like that perhaps want to promote themselves. What a great opportunity for them.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to offer that for those smaller groups that can't do a lot of outreach, but it's just a great way to do it.
Yes. And are you still seeking volunteers to help on the event?
Yeah, we can always use volunteers for different things, either during the parade or the after party. So, we can put you to good use.
All right. And they would contact grotonbiz.com, is that correct?
Yep, that would be a good place to start,
Okay, but I'm sure the information on this event would be also maybe in the GBA or the Mystic Chamber of Commerce.
Yep, that's the GBA website is grotonbiz.com.
Okay, I see. All right. And how about if they contacted through your office? Would there also be information there?
Yep. The Groton Parks and Rec website is grotonrec.com, or they can call us at 860-536-5680.
Okay, wonderful. And so you're still actively looking for more. So you just sort of build this until that certain cutoff date. And
the more the merrier.
The more
really.
the merrier.
Yeah,
so there's always room for one more.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love to have as many as we can. So
Well, all right, everybody, join up and make this parade even better. And I imagine every year it probably grows a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger.
it does, yeah, and it's nice to see returning groups. Like we love having the Fitch High School marching band. That are kind of that community touch to it.
Yeah, there we go. They're on our screen again.
Yep.
It's a
So yeah, we have a lot of groups that come back every year and love to participate with us, but it seems like every year there's somebody new, which is nice, and we welcome them and hope they have fun.
Well, and as I said earlier, it's a parade for all ages, and everybody's invited. It's one big party in downtown Groton.
Exactly. Yeah. It really is fun for everybody. The kids love it. They love to see all the lights. They love the fire trucks and the bands, but it's really fun for everybody.
And it really is sort of I know that in the stores right now, Christmas is showing up already and people are seeing a lot of the holiday decorations. But this is the type of an event that really sort of, in a lot of people's lives, kick off the holiday season.
Right, yeah.
With the first view, like I said in the introduction, of the beautiful Christmas lights and the decorations, and the first view of Santa coming into town and the Christmas tree. So that's got to be very exciting.
Yeah, it's definitely the kickoff to the holiday season in town, and kids love to get their list to Santa early, so here's a good opportunity to go tell them what they want for Christmas.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
So they're thinking about it.
Yeah, and of course, all the stores and the businesses that would normally be open on the parade route are still open.
Yep, yeah, and we definitely, we encourage you to stop in and have a cup of coffee before the parade starts, or visit our local businesses and support them.
Yeah, of course, that's very important, because I would imagine that with the street being closed and the parking lots full, that when either before or after the parade, these stores are probably rather busy. I would think it would be great for them.
Yeah.
Having all those people come to downtown Groton and line, that's quite a long parade route.
It is. Yeah, it is. Hopefully it's good for the local businesses. That's what we're going for.
Well, of course, it's very important, and I'm sure it is good for the local businesses. So tell us a little bit more about, I know there's probably a lot of the municipal offices or the governments that participate, and what kind of an coordinated effort do you reach out to more of the community to help you put this event together?
Yeah, and we have a committee that meets year round for that's part of the Groton Business Association. It's the events planning committee, and it's the same people that plan the fall festival.
Okay.
And then once the fall festival's over, we turn to the parade and start thinking about that. So we have representatives from local businesses and local government that help share their input and ideas for this to help make it a success every year.
Sure.
So it takes a little bit of planning, but it's worth it.
And just like we were talking, you're always looking for volunteers, you're always looking for more sponsors.
Yeah, definitely.
But I would assume also it's a great opportunity. You're looking for other businesses and local offices, peoples, nonprofits to help you put this event together.
Yeah. Just like the parade, it's the more the merrier. The more input we can have on the committee, the better we can make it. And we love to try new things every year to make it a little bit bigger and better. So yeah, if anybody's interested in helping out, we'd definitely love to have your help.
Oh, good. So there's a call out right there for 3 volunteers,
Yes.
sponsors, and participants,
Yeah.
and of course, call out to everybody to wrap the kids up no matter what the weather and come down and have a lot of fun.
Yes.
Yep. And of course the after party with the Christmas tree lighting and all that. So do you find that the majority of the people who line the parade route right there in downtown Groton gravitate towards the green for the lighting ceremony?
Yeah, I think most people do. I would say they do. We really encourage people at the end to follow Santa. We'll have signs say, "Follow me to the tree lighting." So,
do you?
So most people
Okay.
do make their way down there to watch the tree lighting, and if they have kids to see Santa, or get a little treat, or bring their toys for the toy drive. So it's kind of a lot going on there. So yeah, it's really fun.
Well, and the toy drive, I think, as we mentioned earlier, is very, very important.
It is. Yep. Yeah. We definitely encourage people to help out with that.
Yeah, that's just one of the best aspects, I think, of the parade. It's, you've got the holiday spirit going on with that, and of course just the general fun. Everybody loves a parade.
Yeah, yeah.
And a parade with lights and Christmas.
Right. Yeah, because we have the 4th of July parade, but this one, it's a little bit smaller, but it's just so special. It has such a holiday feel to it, and the lights make it special and unique, and it's just
there's lots of wonderful parades throughout the year with 4th of July and Columbus Day or Veterans Day.
Right.
And, they're all important, and they all have their certain aspects that make them fun, but there's something to me about a holiday lights parade because it really is kicking off such a joyous time for everyth's life.
Definitely, yeah.
And it's at night, it's different with the light sparkle, and I imagine as a little kid watching that, it just gives it that extra special.
Yeah, it's magic.
Something. It's magical. That's what I was trying to come up with. saying.
Yeah.
And that anticipation of seeing Santa Claus at the end, sort of like I know when I was a kid, it was always watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Right. Yeah.
And,
same idea. Yeah.
Yeah. The same idea was Christmas didn't really start until the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and you see Santa Claus at the end, and of course Santa Claus is real.
Yeah.
So we want to.
Well, we're lucky that he comes out and participates in our parade.
We are. I mean, you're very lucky that you're able to get Santa because we know how busy he is this time of year.
Yeah.
And he's at a lot of places.
Yeah.
He really is. But for him to join, it's a great time for the kids to get one of their first views of Santa.
Yep.
Although I'm sure they get to, of course, they're going to be able to take their picture with him and sit in Santa's lap.
Yeah, we're excited to have that photographer coming this year.
Yeah,
make it a little bit more special.
Tell them what they would like him to bring. And
I know, I love hearing that. I love listening to the kids and what they want and the things they come up with.
Well, it's
so cute.
Oh yeah, of course, and it's so wonderful for the parents too, because they get those pictures and they can send them to Grandma and to Aunt Sue and wherever and
post it on Facebook.
Yeah, exactly. And speaking of social media, I'm sure the event is posted all throughout. I think.
Yep. The Groton Business Association and the Chamber.
The websites. I mean, the Facebooks and all that type of thing.
Yeah.
And is it televised at all, or I'm sure you get a lot of press coverage and radio stations and things like that.
Yeah. We have a radio sponsor from Hall Communications, and they'll do kind of a live broadcast during the event. We also have Groton Municipal Television. They record it and they'll play it too for a while afterwards on their channel. So
wonderful.
So people who don't get a chance to come out or can't come out and do it can still get a chance to see it.
Oh, that's very important.
Yeah,
that's very important.
Right.
So again, if there's a child that's home with a bad cold,
if you're sick, don't drag them out and make it worse.
But you're not going to miss it. You'll still get to watch it. Or if, the senior centers, and we can't forget those that just can't be at the parade. So I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, it's nice.
So nobody's going to be left out.
No.
Yes, and then if you don't want to be out in the cold.
Yes. Well, it's not going to be cold, right?
No, we already decided it's going to be 50 degrees and it's going to be a starlit night, and it's just going to be a perfect night for a parade.
Let's hope. Yes.
Well, I imagine it's a lot of fun putting something together.
Yeah. It's one of the best things about my job is getting to do these fun community events and really getting out and talking to people and doing these fun things for the community.
Well, being with the Groton Parks and Recreation Department, I imagine all throughout the year, you've got lots of events and things that you're putting together.
We're trying to do things to keep everybody involved and active, and this is just one of those fun things that we do.
Do you know who started this parade 18 years ago? Do you have any idea of how this parade actually came to be?
I'm not actually sure how it started, but I know that it's just kind of growing every year, and being a little group of businesses, it's kind of a grassroots effort. So it's nice to see that it's been able to go on for so long and continue every year and be successful.
I'm involved in a lot of community events and things throughout the year too, and I know how gratifying it is when you putting something fun together for the community like that, and then you see the people come out and the smiling faces and people just having a lot of fun.
Yeah,
And
it's nice.
I think you even have vendors that align the parade route selling things like balloons and fun stuff like that.
Yeah, they usually come out so people can get a little souvenir.
For little kids, little balloons and trinkets and things like that.
Right,
so well, that's got to add a whole another dimension to it. I think.
People love that. It just makes it fun.
Well, and as you said the right word, magical. All those things just make it magical, especially if you think of yourself as a little kid. It's
right,
just like,
seeing it
your
through
eyes.
their eyes.
Yeah, you got to see it through their eyes. And big kids, little kids, it's just a great opportunity for that. So tell us any other aspects as we're sort of starting to wrap up the show. Have I missed anything that
I think we've covered everything. I
Yeah.
just want to mention again that there's still a
Please.
chance to sign up and that it's free to participate. So you can walk, you can march along the parade route, or you can have a vehicle, you can make a float, whatever you want to do. So, we definitely encourage people to come out and join us, or if they don't want to participate, definitely come out and watch the parade and come to the tree lighting at the end and see Santa Claus.
And I would also imagine that it's also, of course, handicap accessible.
Right, yes.
So, so just a reminder to anyone, if you've got someone in a wheelchair or someone that has difficulty moving, you don't have to stay home.
Right, no.
You can still come out and line this parade out. 'Cause
Yeah, please come out and
it's
join us.
Sidewalks, it's very safe.
Yes, yep.
It's a very, very good environment for people.
I mean, they close the road down, so you don't have to worry about cars coming in and out too, which is nice, especially if you have kids. It's a little worrisome to sit on the side of the road sometimes, but you're totally safe during the parade. The police are there, and they make sure that it's nice and safe.
And we mentioned that there's plenty of ample free parking.
Yes.
And that's very important for everybody.
Right.
And I imagine the major parking lots and all the shopping centers are open for that.
Yep.
And
Like at Big Y is usually a big place where a lot of people will park and sit there along the front. And that's a quick walk over to the tree too at the end.
Okay, and down further to South Road, are there any large lots in particular that our viewers should know about that they want to gravitate towards?
There's a few spots in between there. There's at the corner where the Spot restaurant is. That's a big spot there, and there's kind of like 4 corners there. So people will a lot of times sit there on those 4 corners too. And then a little bit closer to the water treatment plant too. There's some good sidewalk there where people will stop, and on the other side there's the church, and people will park there as well.
The Baptist church, I think it is right there. Yeah, good.
So there's a lot of spots in there to park, and you can either walk down a little bit or stay right there and catch the parade from a lot of good angles.
Oh, wonderful. Well, Kate, you've given our audience a great deal of information on this wonderful, wonderful event. Again, Saturday, December 5th, I think you said, at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock, yes.
All right, from South Road all the way up to the Groton Shopping Plaza.
Yes.
All right, well, thank you so much for sharing all that information with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Well, it's been great. So everyone, remember that date. Gather the kids, gather everybody, go to that wonderful, wonderful parade. It's a great event, great way to kick off the holiday season. Speaking of holiday season, everybody is invited to a holiday party, open house, here at SEC TV Studios. We are located in the Groton Shopping Plaza between Benny's and the post office. It is 5:30 to 8 on December 15th. Please come down and see us. We'd love to meet you. Opportunity to see what it's like in this wonderful studio, meet a lot of us. We'll be here. We'd love to have you stop by. It's a great event. Please visit us. Again, don't forget to put that Groton Holiday Lights Parade on your calendar. Don't forget to put on your calendar watching Around the Town with Mark. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And we'll see you again very soon, and enjoy that parade.